Mamata's 6 half-truths, the real verdict. This isn't just denial, a sore loser. A defiant Mamata, but a sore loser, who after being decimated has said she didn't lose and that she won't resign. But the numbers don't bend to narratives. They expose them. A personal bastion gone, a party cut down to size. That's not perception, that's defeat. She claims 100 seats were stolen. Stolen? Or simply defeated. TMC stood defeated because 206 versus 88. 206 of the BJP versus 88 of the TMC is not a conspiracy. It's a clear mandate. She says morally she has won, but in a democracy, morality isn't self-certified. It is voter-certified. And the voters have decisively ended a 15-year dominance. She alleges assault, intimidation, force. But when institutions file no complaint, no FIR, no evidence, with the EC questioning where's the FIR, there isn't any. The question becomes unavoidable. Where is the proof? She says the opposition stands united behind her. Yet even within the India bloc, cracks are visible, with Rahul Gandhi himself forced to manage the optics of a loss few want to own, not even the TMC. He had to write to sections of Congress and the opposition asking them not to gloat on TMC's defeat. And finally, she questions the fairness of the process, saying EC has torpedoed the process. But when even the Supreme Court of India refuses to validate that claim, in fact rejected that plea when it came before the court regarding the election officers being appointed in the state, the argument collapses under its weight after the results. The results, ladies and gentlemen, have been decisive. And what we are witnessing now is not resistance. It is refusal to accept reality. Because in the end, narratives may comfort and will be the core of politics and has its own place. But numbers won't lie. Voters don't lie. And I'm being joined at this point by Jawahar Sircar, a man who knows Mamata Banerjee very well. Thank you very much, Jawahar Sircar. You've been the former MP with the TMC. In fact, Jawahar Sircar, your association with Mamata Banerjee goes for years. Let me just straight start by asking you a simple question. What do you make out of Mamata Banerjee saying, I will not resign, I have not lost?
Yes, I heard about it, but it has its own anger built into it, own politics built into it, but own legal complications. The politics part of it is that he makes a signal that this government is not legitimate. Now, that's the point of view, because there are many people who feel that a lot of factors have taken place during the process of role revision to the election that could warrant a good relook. Okay, that's in very short. That's a political position, that she's knocking at the very legitimacy of this government. But obviously, the larger portion of people, the larger section of people, right now, immediately after the elections, would not buy such a logic for various reasons. If you had something to say, you should have said it earlier. Okay, so if you had to say. The other part of it is that the law will move on its own motion. 2 days later, on the 7th, the House will be dissolved. This House stands dissolved. So whoever was leader of this House and whoever was Chief Minister, leader of the opposition, they stand nullified. So by then, the certificates of election would have been given to the MLAs, either 7th or 8th. And once that is known, a person who is the leader of the new house would approach the governor saying that so many members with certificate of election are with me and I want to form a government. Now, knowing the realities of Bengal and the governor and the party that has won, it is only natural to expect that whoever goes to the governor from the BJP with papers would be made chief minister. So, the moment somebody is made chief minister, the previous chief minister, even if you, let us say, occupies the chair, has to vacate. Has to vacate. So it doesn't pull in there. She has made a very powerful statement of her own, but then it is should have been done. Many things should have been done long ago, and that is where a string of errors has taken place.